One of the performers from Oval is suing Tyler Perry for SA Oval actor claims, years of harassment and more, according to TMZ. In this video, we will discuss the situation with Mr. Media. Do you believe there was harassment here? Do you believe this man has a case? According to TMZ, he is being accused of SA, an actor on his long-running television program The Oval, made this assertion. Additionally, there is a rumor that a scam was started by Tyler Perry's camp. Derek Dixon is the man's name then. Derek Dixon sued Tyler Perry for his actions. Additionally, he states in the records that he met Tyler Perry at an event in 2019. According to Derek, Tyler selected him from the crowd and asked for his phone number, implying that he might be able to help him. He has a playable instrument. He did, it turns out. According to Derek, Tyler handed him a little part in 2 Ruthless episodes. Derek then claims that in January 2020, Tyler invited him to his house in Atlanta, which he accepted in the hopes of forming a connection that would result in additional acting opportunities. However, the lawsuit claims that Derek overindulged in alcohol while there and ended up sleeping in a guest room. According to the affidavits, Derek says Tyler joined him in bed in the guest room and began to touch his thighs. And he says Tyler was still intrigued, even though he turned down the approaches that evening. Tyler Perry is one of those, he said. They continue by saying that Derek received the role of Dale in The Oval shortly after, which greatly benefited his career. However, he asserts that around this same period, Tyler began sending him suggestive texts, such as inquiring about his genuine Sewell preferences and claiming to have had with me. At this point, I'm not sure what to say if that surprises you. Derek adds that his character Dale was originally intended to be a gay, destitute, and homeless store clerk who had to share a bed with other characters in order to find a place to stay. In other words, he was gay. He was a homo Sewell figure, and he asserts that Tyler told him that he was seeking a faithful and reliant partner, exactly what he was looking for in a real-life Sewell partner. And many of these guys are searching for that. Believe me when I say that many of these men like someone who is reliant on them, because you will stick with them. Derek claims that he was afraid that if he rejected Tyler outright, his career would be destroyed. He simply informed him that he was not the Sewell kind, but he was constantly afraid that if he reported the harassment, he would lose his work. After then, he claims that things allegedly took a bad turn when Tyler asked him to Atlanta once more later in 2020. According to Derek, Tyler Perry gave him a warm greeting before launching into a suggestive chat. For example, he asked Derek if he liked it rough in bed before grabbing him by the throat and stating, "Look how excited you just got." He claims that the purported encounter ended when he shoved Tyler away. We will review the year's worth of text messages that are included in the case. It is said that they were sent between the 2 males. Tyler apparently sent a lot of explicit ones. If a straight man did not want to highway F you, he would not cook for you or go for walks with you, for example. I would give you an F. Thus, I'm not sure if that qualifies as harassment. Tell me, are you stating that you would F someone as part of that harassment? If you believe that to be harassment, please let me know in the conversation. According to reports, the most violent event occurred at Tyler's Atlanta house in June 2021. Tyler reportedly stepped in to give Derek Dixon a goodnight hug as he was staying at the guest house in nothing but his undies. The reason Tyler Perry's team is labeling this a hoax is because of this. Many claim that this man intentionally did this in order to gain proximity to Tyler Perry. For example, if you are a man and you know someone has a vulnerability such as men and he made an attempt to date you once, in order for him to try to get back together with you, you return to his house and sleep in your underpants. He claims that Tyler yanked him and told him to relax and let it happen, even if it seems like a plot. He reassured him that it would not hurt, but he still said, "Oh, I do not even want to say this." Derek Dixon said that by shifting the topic, he was able to reject this approach. The lawsuit claims that Derek resigned the Oval because he could no longer tolerate the alleged harassment and that he ultimately complained to the Equal Employment and Opportunity Commission in June of last year. Derek is suing Tyler and Tyler Perry Studios for SA and violence, quid pro quo, and workplace harassment. Additionally, he is requesting damages of $260 million. Britt Eady, that is more than your girl. Matthew Boyd, Tyler Perry's lawyer, told TMZ that this person approached Tyler Perry for what now seems to be nothing more than arranging a hoax. However, Tyler, he is therefore acknowledging that a lot of this is accurate. He recently acknowledged that he had set up a hoax when he claimed in his initial statement that this person was close to Tyler Perry. Quote, "But Tyler will not be shook down," he says. Furthermore, "We are certain that these false allegations of harassment will be rejected. They will therefore reach a settlement. What I am hearing is that this will be settled by them. However, we have a message from our sponsor before we begin the text messages. Let us just examine the SMS message though. I did go over a few of them. I do not see a smoking gun, but please share your thoughts with me." From that time, he sent the guy a picture and the guy said, "Nice picture. Yeah, the water does look calm." And Tyler allegedly, "This is Tyler. That's a nice picture." And the guy said, "Great, amazing, awesome picture." And Tyler allegedly say, "You don't see that stud in that nice picture. Rude." And so the guy said, "Yes, that's a stud." Tyler said, "You have a really fresh voice and take on things. I don't know where this is going, but I laughed the entire time. I could see the world in the characters. My exclusivity ends in 30 days. I don't want to take losing it out to Amazon or Netflix after that and gauge their interests, but I also want to try and get you with the right people to help you make these shows work. They are not for my audience, but we need to find a home for this stuff. I don't want to miss another creek. You know that Eugene bought that to me first, but I didn't get it. I haven't been touched in months." And the guy says, "Oh, you mean touching? I thought you meant being around people." And then Tyler calls him Jacob, and he says, "I love that you only say that when I'm being stupid. I guess Jacob's the dumbass version of me." And Tyler says, "Not dumb, but blonde." Now we're starting to talk. "Unfortunately, Derek, I have friends who are in their 50s and 60s who are still dealing with that, and it's so sad. You can have freedom from religious guilt and still believe in Christ." And so Tyler allegedly says, "I'm glad you're going out there. How is your no? Is it stronger? You gotta have a strong no." And he said, "Yes, it's strong. My mom literally thinks I'm going to sell my soul to the Illuminati. She heard Kanye say that it's real." And Tyler says, "Well, I don't think that. But I do think that you have to be able to say no and mean it and make it clear." So the guy says, "I'll only say yes if it gets me an Oscar. Just kidding. Just kidding. I hear you." And Tyler says, "Well, the only one who could have gotten that for you through intimacy is in prison, Harvey Weinstein. So just stick to the no unless you really are into him." And then Tyler allegedly says, "I would hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you. You're missing the best years of your life, my friend. Trust me. I hope you get past that block in your mind soon." And so the guy says, "Well, it's not this person, but yes, I want that too. I'm working on it. Therapy is helping them to know that you are there because of your talent and not because we have a friendship or because Tony got me to give you a job." And that's kind of dispelling. The guy said that Tyler Perry picked him out of a crowd, and it seems like Tyler is saying that actually somebody like a mutual friend recommended this guy. He said, "You earned your spot like everyone else. Don't give people an opportunity to play you small or they will." That is true. He said, "I can't teach you everything. Unfortunately, there are some things you'll have to learn for yourself because when we go back to work, I'm not going to know you. I don't have any friends that work for me. My friend's professionalism is key." And the guy says, "You're totally right." And Tyler is like, "I hope you get it." And the guy's like, "Yes, that makes total sense." And he allegedly says, "Why did that photo make me jealous? You two together." And the guy's like, "Haha, I don't know. It's just Brad. He just wanted to go for a quick walk to get his steps in. And now I'm walking to Chipotle by myself." And Tyler says, "Derek, get that Chipotle." And the guy says, "Ha, can you tell from that photo?" And Tyler's like, "No, I can't. Only from your jeans." And the guy's like, "Haha, that's how I measure too. I'm not filling them out. I'm not working hard enough." So that is, and the guy says, "I know I need to smell the roses more." And Tyler, he is flirting. He is like, "You are the rose, but you're so blocked that you refuse to be smelt or open." And the guy say, "That's sweet. I'm working on it. I'm in therapy. I'm really scared that I'm going to waste my life worrying." And Tyler, as I've been there, stops somewhere in my late 30s and early 40s. And he says, "Testosterone." And the guy says, "Oh, yeah, from the doctor. But is it making you feel better?" And Tyler is like, "I feel so good, but I don't like being turned on. I feel sorry for the first person that flirts with me." And the guy laughs and Tyler is like, "You don't even understand." He says, "Call me." He says, "Hey, I think the hangover hit me harder than I thought. Can we talk later?" And Tyler says, "Yes, it was quick, but okay." And then later, Tyler says, "I really need to talk to you, my friend. Please call as soon as you can." No response. 2 days later, trying to do rooms on the boat. "If I invite Bill, would you be okay sharing a room with him or not?" And the guy says, "Hey, I appreciate the invite, but I think I need some more time and don't think I can go on a trip just yet. So it's clear that something happened for this guy to start ignoring Tyler. Like Tyler Perry being a billionaire and someone ignoring his text messages is kind of like an indication that something happened. So that's all that I kind of see here. It looks like it could be a setup or it could be harassment. I would have some footage, if I were this person, exactly like Christian Keys supposedly had of Tyler Perry. Please share your thoughts with the comment section below and also subscribe my channel. See you, bye.